Good afternoon, family and friends. Today is Saturday, June 22nd, 2024. I am running late on my first episode. And it's okay. I just woke up and I feel marvelous. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I am parked under a tree in the shade. I promise y'all, let me see the thing. It's like 103 degrees. 103. I ain't gonna be able to do it. I'm gonna head to the gym, get my son, go get him a haircut, get me another lineup for my live tonight at 7:30. Go get my little Sharpie. Old guy said I'll be using a Sharpie pencil or whatever. This is my beard. It's real hair. I'm gonna go get it lined up, conditioned, put a little coloring in it. It's my beard. But anyway. So, I'm just waking up. Literally, just waking up. Just drunk my caffeine, trying to get it going. But as I said, I feel wonderful, and I hope y'all do too. I work hard through the week. I sleep hard on my off days. And I play hard too. But I haven't been lately because I'm gonna be boring as hell. But anyway, on to the topic. This topic here is for men and women. Both. And I want y'all to do something. I need y'all to do something. This is for your own good. For your own understanding. To help you have some peace of mind when dealing with the opposite sex. I want y'all to stop complaining about what's natural. I want y'all to stop complaining about nature. The way nature designed a man to be and the way nature designed a woman to be. I want y'all to stop complaining about that. Ain't nothing either one of us can do about it. A man can't change his natural design and a woman can't change hers. Some people go try to have surgery to do it because they don't like it. They don't like the way nature made them. So they think surgery will change that. It don't. You still are who you were naturally made to be. Where are you going to this big war? I'm glad you asked. I hear women complaining all the time about men. All men want is sex. That's all they want is sex. They don't care about nothing else but sex. They don't want to do nothing else. They don't want to do this. They don't want to go out. They don't want to go. All they want is sex. They look at women as just sex objects. They look at us like we just pieces of meat. And then on the other side, you hear men complaining. All women want is money. Somebody to take care of them. Somebody to provide for them. An ATM machine. That's all they want a man for, what he can do for her. If he can't do nothing for her, she don't want him. That's all they see us as. We ain't got no money, they ain't checking for us. We ain't got no resources, they ain't checking for us. Them hoes, there's some hoes in the house. There's some hoes. Where'd that come from? But anyway, fellas, ladies, both of y'all are right. Men just want sex, and women, her top priority is, can you provide? Yes, she wants you for other things too. And yes, ladies, believe it or not, men want you for other things too other than sex. Men want other things too from a woman besides sex. Sex ain't the only thing we want from women. And money and resources ain't the only thing women want from men. But on each side, they number one, they come first. They come first. They're the top priority, not the only priority. Let's get that understood. When it comes to a man, sex, your sexual value, the way you look to him, his imagination about sex with you, your physical attraction comes first to a man. Fellas, your financial ability, your stability, your resources, your ability to be able to feed, clothe, and house her is by nature. It comes first with a woman because she wasn't built or created to do those things. She was built to need a man to do those things, even though nowadays a woman says she don't need a man, which is completely false because the jobs you are working on, women, were created by a man and maintained by a man. And if a man do away with those jobs, you wouldn't have nowhere to work with your college degree because a woman ain't created nothing. You're working on what was created. You're using your degree that was given to you by men and buildings and colleges that they built and created. Y'all do know that once upon a time a woman couldn't work or do nothing but stay at home and raise the kids, right? So our infrastructure and everything we use to this day was built by men. Ladies, you need a man. I know you got your own job now, you're making your own money because you are allowed to do that. Men allowed you to do that. Remember one time y'all wasn't allowed to work because men said so? Well, men said so that you can go to work now. Don't get beside yourself talking about you don't need a man. At any time, men can cut y'all off and you'll be done for. Believe it or not. If all men came together and said, look, we got to go back to the Stone Age. These women are out of hand. They taking what they got for granted. They acting like they done built some shit. Like they built the roads, the buildings, the schools, the offices, the computers, the factories, the warehouses, the gas stations, the gas truck. They acting like they built all this. They acting like we ain't just allowing them to use what we built. You're using what we built. But yet you turn around and say you don't need us. But that's another topic. But the fact of the matter is, a woman is designed and built to not have to do work like she doing out here in this world. And even the work she doing, it's the same type of homely work she doing, but she just doing it in an office building. You don't see men and women out here digging no ditches, building no roads. You see a few stud-looking women out there. But overall, the feminine women is women, they ain't out here doing these type of jobs. They still doing ladylike jobs. Because they still by nature not built like that to get out here and just do no work. Computers, offices, teaching, jobs like that. Y'all ain't out here in the hot ass sun with no shovel in your hand, looking up at the sun like, ooh, god damn, it's hot out here. Y'all ain't doing that, ladies. Come on. So the fact of the matter is, fellas, women weren't built to provide and protect themselves. We were built to do that for them. We weren't supposed to do that for them, provide and protect them. By nature, we were built to do that. That's why they look at us. Number one, that's their first priority when choosing a man. Is he financially stable? Can he put, even if she got her own money, it don't matter. Because we say, if you so independent and don't need a man, why when we get together you want our money? Because it's about that's their nature. Them having their own money don't change the fact that nature designed them to depend on us for that. They can't get around that even when they got their own money. They can't get around the natural desires within them to want a man for protection and provision. A woman can be a millionaire, still want a man to provide for her financially. She don't even know why. She don't mean it. She don't mean us no harm by wanting us for the ability to provide for her. She don't mean no harm. She's not a hoe because of that. She's a natural human being doing what she was created to do. Being how she was created to be. Whether she want to be like that or not. She don't want to have to depend on us by nature, but nature made it like that. We don't want to have to provide for her, but nature made it like that. And on the other hand, ladies, we were created first and foremost to reproduce, to repopulate the earth, like every other animal species. Our job is to do that as fathers, as men. Look for a woman to carry our seed, to mate with. An eligible female species of our own kind. We are the human being, Homo sapiens, whatever we call it. Not homosexual, Homo sapiens. And we as men have a natural innate desire in us to find a woman with childbearing hips. That's why we attracted to the nice asses and the hips and what have you. Not just because they just look good. It's a sign or a symbol of a woman, as the old folk call it, childbearing hips. Means she is good to have kids. By nature, that's what we look for. That's why we're so attracted to buttocks and hips. That don't mean because she got a nice ass and hips, don't mean she got good coochie. A lot of times the coochie be trash when they built like that. The reason we are so attracted to that is by nature, because it symbolizes to us she good for having kids. Her body is strong. She's physically capable of carrying my child. Childbearing hips. It's natural. A lot of us don't even know that. A lot of men don't understand why and a lot of women don't either. Why men love booty? And that's why women be on the camera showing their ass, whatever. Don't even know why they're doing that, but they're doing it because that's what men are attracted to by nature, because of reproduction. Big War be putting y'all on some shit on it. It's reproduction. It's natural for a man to be targeting a woman with big ass and hips. For nature. It's natural. Stop complaining about it, ladies, that men just want y'all for sex. That ain't all we want you for, but it's number one. Fellas, they ain't just want us just for money, but it's number one. Because we are built like that. Men got a role, women got a role. We just don't want to provide and do our roles anymore. That's the problem. The problem ain't nature, the problem is us. We don't want to do. Never in the history of human being, of mankind, have men and women complained about their roles as much as we do now. 300, 400, 500, how many years ago, however long we've been around here as humans, women wasn't tripping about what they were supposed to do. They knew what they were supposed to naturally do, and they was okay with that. Men knew what they were supposed to do, go out there and wrestle with the lion, tigers, and bears for their family, and men were okay with that. Now, men out here, hey, women out here, what you looking at me for, punk? The roles have reversed. All twist up. All just wired crazy. So stop complaining about what's naturally meant to be. Fellas, she's supposed to want you for your money. Ladies, we're supposed to want you for them big old hips and them big old buttocks. We're supposed to want to lay with you first before we want to do anything else with you, before we figure out, oh, you're a good woman. You smart. You kind. You sweet. You got a great personality. We don't be thinking about that at first. We're looking at that big butt and those hips. Can you have my child? We're not thinking about that at the time in this modern day we living in. My men ain't thinking about, can she have my child? We know, I just want to hit it. Don't know why we want to hit it. We want to hit her because she looked like a perfect candidate to have our child, to reproduce, to keep the human species going. That's what we're here for. That I don't need a man, I don't need a woman crap, that's a goddamn lie. And the Creator don't care how you feel about it. One way or other, we're going to have to double back to each other. If we don't do it by choice, the Creator, life, going to fix it the way we're going to have to come back to each other. Hence the economy. Hence times are hard. It's hard to make it by yourself. It's hard to make it on your own. The Creator is fixing all this. We blame Trump, we blame Biden for the economy. Times is hard. We can't afford to live with it. We can't afford to be by ourselves. Because we wasn't meant to be. We decided to be an abomination. Y'all, and the church folks always talking about an abomination with the homosexuality. What's really an abomination is men and women not vibing no more. That's an abomination. And the Creator is fixing it right now, to where it's going to come a time where men and women cannot make it without each other. Like each other or not, we're going to have to come back together in order to survive. The feminism going to have to lay down, and the woman hating going to have to lay down for survival, or we won't survive. God's plan. Watch what I tell you. The economy going to continue to get rougher, and I don't care who we put in there now. Biden, Trump, me, you, the Three Stooges, it don't matter. The economy going to continue to go down. Times going to continue to get harder. Crime, everything else going to continue to rise until at some point in time we're going to finally realize men and women must come back together with the family unit. We're going to have to, like it or not. That's where we're headed. That's the end game right there. Watch what I tell you. Because we ain't going to be able to survive on our own. Man ain't going to be able to make it by himself. Woman ain't going to be able to make it by herself. You ain't going to be able to make it with your girlfriend. You ain't going to be able to make it with your homeboys. You going to need that woman going to need that man, and we going to have to come back together or die. Get it, got it, good. Bye.